Hi guys, as you probably have seen from the title, I'm going to be filming what I eat in a day. One thing is I actually do eat almost the same breakfast every single day. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. So for breakfast, I'm just going to take a little bowl of some Quaker Oats old-fashioned oatmeal. I just like to take a little bit of that, and then I'm actually going to throw that in the blender and turn it into an oat flour, because I don't buy oat flour. I kind of just buy the oatmeal. And then I will get all my ingredients set and prepared. I'm going to take a nice ripe banana. The spottier, it's going to be more sweet. So I'm just going to take that and I'm going to begin to mash it as much as I can possibly get it, liquidy. I mean, that does not sound appetizing. Liquidy bananas? That doesn't sound good. Anyway, so I'm just going to take some of that oatmeal flour and I'm going to add it little by little, just so I can make sure I'm watching the consistency as I'm like pouring it in. But if you accidentally put too much oat flour and it looks too thick, then just add whatever milk you have. I like to use not oat milk. That's not oat milk. That's almond milk. Or water. You could add water too. And just, it'll bring it back to a more liquidy consistency, just like I'm showing you right here. And then I'm just going to add some blueberries because I found some bloobs in the fridge. I thought, why not add some blueberries? So off to the pan. So I like to use coconut oil to preheat my pan with, and once that's done, I will just throw in the batter. I actually like to stack my pancake batter just to make it more thick. It's just more fun eating that way. And after that, I'm just going to leave it for a couple minutes. It's really important to just check up on it and make sure it's not burning, because I really don't time my pancakes. I kind of just keep checking until the sides looks like it's been cooking for a good amount of time. While I'm waiting for the pancakes to cook, I'm just going to take a couple strawberries, because I actually always eat my pancakes with strawberries. I don't really think it can be the same without any other fruit. Strawberries are just like my go-to for pancakes, and then obviously blueberries are kind of like secondhand, but strawberries will be number one forever. I'm gonna just cut those babies up, and I like to cut them in like a very particular way, like that, the way I'm doing it right now, into like long sections. I think it's just like the perfect bite. Once I feel like I've had enough strawberries on my plate, I will go back to the pan and flip my pancakes. I like to just keep them on the pan for a couple more minutes and just wait until it's done, I guess. And there is my breakfast. But it's not done yet. I'm going to take some almond butter and I'm going to spread that like a little cute light coat over the pancakes. It has a lot of protein. And I'll top it off with some cinnamon and some lemon, because lemon juice just adds an extra kick to it that not many have experienced, but I highly recommend. I like to drink green tea with my breakfast, not in any very particular reason as to why I drink green tea every day, but yeah, I do drink green tea every day. I think it's just part of like the routine, the fact that I eat the same breakfast every day. I think I would just have the same beverage every day with my breakfast, so I just take some loose green tea and I'll take like a spoonful of honey and put it in my French press. I'll let it sit there for about like a minute to 3 minutes, depending on how strong I want it to be, and it should be ready. So this parfait has been my go-to snack if I need it in between my meals. I'll just take some non-dairy yogurt. I try to avoid dairy as much as possible. And honestly, it's just been upsetting my stomach if I eat dairy anyway, so it's great that this is such a good alternative. I'll just gather up whatever fruits I have. In this case, I'm taking some cut up strawberries, and I'm adding some blueberries as well. And I also found this like half-eaten mango just like laying around, so I decided to cut that one up and then put it in my bowl, which made it taste so much better. The more fruits the better, because I'm obsessed with fruits. I'm going to take some chocolate granola. I've never had chocolate granola before, but honestly it kind of looks like ground beef on my parfait. I'm just not really a fan. And I'm just taking a little bit of coconut cream because I love the taste of it, and some chia seeds. I love chia seeds. I feel like it just helps me stay full for a little bit longer, and that's my snack. So for my avocado toast, I'm just going to take naan, which is a style of bread. I get it from Trader Joe's, and I will toast that in the little toaster oven. And while that's toasting, I'm going to throw in some turkey bacon on the pan. And while those two are both heating up, I will cut up a mango or just any fruit I have laying around, because I've been obsessed with this specific meal. I like to eat my meals like the routines until I kind of get tired of them, and then I'll move on to like the next thing to obsess over. So you see, I'm kind of obsessed with tomatoes, and I'll just keep like eating and eating tomatoes probably until I'm sick of it. And obviously some avocado I'm gonna cut up and put it on my bread. And I do like to eat a lot of avocados because I just think it's so good. Like, it's like natural butter, and butter is so unhealthy for you. So this is a good alternative, I guess. I think people call it nature's butter, but then again, I'm really bad with sayings, so I'm not even gonna try. LOL. So turkey bacon is done, and I like to accompany my meal with some water because I do like to try to limit my tea consumption to once a day. Otherwise, I end up getting like kind of dehydrated, which is not fun. And lunch is served. So, to make the pasta, obviously we have to start with the basics, which is boiling some water. I also like to add some oil and some salt into the water and then put in the noodles in there. Yes, I am using the noodles as a little stir, I guess. And then while that's boiling, I'm going to put some flour, some paprika, and some salt. And if you're Filipino, you would know what this is. This is sinigang mix. It's a tamarind mix. And that will kind of be the coating for our fried chicken because, you know, flavor. And then I add some pepper in there. And then a little trick that I do is I will cut up my chicken into like sections just to give it like slits so the heat can go through and cook it properly. Also, I haven't really been eating meat that much the past year, so like the less I consume, the less I enjoy eating meat like chicken and steak. I'm more of a seafood person, but this is kind of just like, this was just in my fridge and it was just there. So while the chicken is cooking, I'm going to leave it there and I'm going to start prepping for the pasta sauce. I like to add mushrooms in there because I like to add as many fruits and vegetables into my diet as much as I can. And I will actually put that into the pasta noodles while it's boiling, like the last few minutes, just to cook it together. Once I've strained it, I'm going to add the pasta sauce. This is just the sauce that I have lying around, but I do prefer red sauce over like thick creamy white sauce. It's either like red sauce is definitely number one, you know, it's definitely my go-to. I'm going to add some of this ground chili pepper. I love this stuff. It just gives it an extra kick so it's not so bland and boring, and it really just takes it to a next level. So going back to the fried chicken, I'm just going to check up on it, flip it a couple times, and then it really should be done once it's like golden brown like that. Once those two have fully cooked, my dinner is ready to go. that concludes today's video. Thank you for watching. Let me know which meal was your favorite. If you have any tips about like alternatives and just like getting closer to not eating meat or like becoming pescatarian, I would really love to know. My dream diet is to become a pescatarian, and I just haven't really been enjoying white meat and like red meat as much as I used to. Let me know what you thought of this video by commenting, liking this video. Make sure to give it a like if you did, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!